Parker, his special guest.
Hold on, Chuck. Slow down, Chuck.
Yeah, I know. We're getting to pump the brakes there, KG.
Hey, Chuck, slow down.
Coming at you already, man.
You might need a nap right now, right?
Yeah. Any doubt in y'all's mind who the best team in the West is right now?
No. Oh,
okay.
Right.
I think without a doubt it's the Warriors. Everything goes to the Warriors. I think even just across the NBA, I think that the Warriors are the favorite. They've added all-star.
Right. Firepower.
A firepower to their team already. That was already great.
Right.
And so I think the Warriors are the favorites.
I'm piggybacking what Kenny said. A well-oiled machine with new artillery, if not a bigger gun. You have to say that they are the favorite in the West until they've been defeated.
Well, I do like the shirt, the real CP3 back there.
Right.
I'm appreciative of that. But you know what? And I want to ask you this, KG, because we were talking about it earlier with Rondo. You obviously played with him, and then he has the suspension. He's been one of my favorite players since he's gotten to the league. But I always said that he has to learn to have emotion, but not be emotional. He has to push himself to be a better professional. I give him that. I said this earlier that I don't give any player any excuses when it comes to being detrimental to the team or conduct or whatever it is. This is Rondo's first year there. I know him personally, and anybody that's played with him knows that trust is huge with him. I don't know the circumstances, nor do I know what happened, but I do know that if you come off and you say something that is detrimental to someone, or if you don't know their character, then things can be misconstrued, misinterpreted, miscommunicated, however. Obviously, the history is here. You can point at it. I'm not giving him no excuses. He has to be better. But at the same time, you have to understand who you're dealing with and understand that history. So, like I said, I don't know none of this. And when it comes to players being detrimental to the team, it's about the team, nothing else. No single player over no team. So with that, he has to be better. With that, you have to understand what you're dealing with, too. Though he's a fiery competitor, he loves the game. He hates losing with a passion. And if you're not putting in what he's putting in, then he has a problem with that. And, he'll come off and say it to you. But it doesn't take away from who he is, because he's a great facilitator. He's a great player, has a great IQ. And I just don't want these things that obviously have shadowed him over these years to overshadow the goodness and the bigger parts of who he really is and his greatness. That's all I'm talking about.
KG, he was a big part of what you guys did in Boston with the Big Three. When he went to Dallas, things didn't really pan out too well. Sacramento had some problems. Right. So now when he causes this trouble in Chicago, people believe that he's a troublemaker. Explain to Chuck and Kenny that he's not really a troublemaker. He's a passionate guy. He's not a troublemaker, and what I mean by, I'll elaborate a little bit on what I'm saying is, after a loss, different guys digest the loss differently. And I'm just being honest here. Some guys can laugh it off or shower it off, and 10 to 15 minutes is over. Some of us take it home with us and we watch film, or if we have a driver in the, now we have DVDs in the car, you can sit here and watch the game. Dude takes a lot of losing hard. Now, like I said, I don't know this story, nor am I defending Rondo. I'm defending his character, who he is. History shows he's had mishaps to where you can go here, you can say and nitpick, and, it's what it is. That was the facts.
Well, my question is, you got a special guest in the studio. You going to let her talk to that, or you just going to keep yapping the whole show?
Shaq asked me a question, Chuck. Thank you, KJ. So I'm trying to answer.
I got one for Candace because I thought this year, this
You're going to let Chuck ask a question?
I just felt that, I'm going to say this about Candace. I thought that this year it was unfortunate she wasn't on the Olympic team. And there was a supposed rift between you and Coach. So how did you handle that when your Olympic kind of spat? That was something that Rondo's kind of going through right now.
Well, Coach and I never had any encounter or any words or exchanged any bad, I would say, conversations. Or
so
dialogues.
How does the best woman basketball player on the planet not be on the Olympic team?
I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it. I didn't understand it either, but it's something that it happened, and it's something that I had to deal with and move on. And honestly, I believe everything happens for a reason, and I was able to kind of focus on what I really wanted, and that's a WNBA championship. I don't think the reason why we won was because of that, but I think it allowed me to have tunnel vision, get my body healthy, spend more time with my daughter, be at home and be a noisy neighbor to you, Kenny. And
turn down the music.
Yeah, you were the one calling the police. I know that was you.
You turning up over there.
That was you.
All right. Turn it up in the valley, huh?
Hey, KG, shut the hell up so I can ask her a question. So,
Let that man talk to you like
I
that.
thought you were asleep, Chuck. My bad.
It's an early night tonight, not a double overtime game. Hey, Candace, you lost one of the most important people in your life this year in Coach Summit. What was the biggest thing that she gave you, number one, for confidence, but just helping you become one of the greatest players ever?
Honestly, there's so many things that go through my mind and what Coach taught me, and I think that this year just epitomized her teaching to me. I mean, everything that I went through this year and was able to kind of overcome was because of her. I was telling KG earlier, Coach was one that didn't just talk the talk, she walked the talk.
Right.
And you meet very few people in life that do that through the good and the bad. And when she was at her worst, she still had a positive attitude and really believed that everything happened for a reason, and it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. And that's the biggest message in my life is things are going to happen, you're going to have obstacles, but it's how do you deal with it?
Right. No cuss button tonight.
Kevin,
there was no cuss button tonight.
No, Kevin, one more thing for you. How many different styles of pants you had those skinny jeans in?
Oh, my God. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Wow, what's up? You want a pair?
Did you have to wear pants too?
Here's Max.
Oh, Kevin, somebody coming at you hard.
So we got the skinny jeans cracking right now.
I like your skinny jeans.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Chuck, you know what? Chuck is a hater. You know, he don't understand fashion. It's all good.
Wait, did you see that tweet right there?
That
What
dude
tweet?
was like 72 years old, tweeted
Right, I
that.
don't read tweets. I'm good.
No, you got to see this tweet, KG.
What's this tweet? It's cool for
Mac don't even put his own picture on his own tweet, so we know Mac don't want to be known. Come on.
too old for skinny jeans, big ticket. I ain't too old.
McLovin.
I ain't too old to do shit, homie.
Oh, hey, gotta know. You gotta know when to reach.
Yeah, I
for
messed that one up. So what? I messed that one up. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
We gotta fix that thing.
I love it. I love it.
Too old to wear skinny jeans. I ain't too old to do nothing.
Champions
Hey.
night.
Sugar honey iced tea. That's what he said. He said sugar honey iced tea.
Oh my God. All right, y'all.
He missed the cuts button.
We're gonna take
I ain't doing it.
a break.
I ain't gonna motherfucker.